Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Monday Motivation. I'm your host, Daniel Krakowski, joined as always by Goran Vazovic.
What's going on, everybody?
And today we have a special guest, the unkempt and unshowered because he's working so hard.
On a Saturday.
Billy Tait.
How's it going, guys?
We're actually all working on a Saturday, midday Saturday, trying to knock out podcasts, and in Billy's case, his workload. I mean, it's just incredible.
Find some houses, find some investments.
It's just amazing. So good job, Billy.
Thank you, guys.
Everyone's working today. Whoever your boss is, he should really consider giving you a raise, right?
Yeah.
You know, I really hope he listens to this podcast.
And if he doesn't, you may just want to come on over to VSM, you know? Maybe we're hiring somebody that's, you know, we're willing to put in the long hours.
Always. So, what I wanted to talk about today was the high cost of complaining. What does it cost to be a complainer?
Oh, we did the high cost thing. We didn't do the high cost of saving money, but I think complaining and now the high cost of complaining is a good topic to discuss. And I think everyone at one point in time complains. I think Billy complained about doing a podcast just
I did
about
it today.
5 seconds ago.
I did complain. I got about 5 more estimates to send out today. I still have to go to the gym, and I got to work crashed ice tonight.
Oh, man. This guy's got, you know, all kinds of things happening that could be done in about 2 hours. What are you going to do the rest of the time then?
Hey, 2 hours, that's my warm-up for the workout.
Oh, jeez. All right. Anyways, go ahead, Daniel.
So when you're complaining, when you're the person who is a complainer, not only are you alienating yourself, I think Gary Vee says it best, and I'll censor this a little bit, but no one gives a crap about your feelings, right? When you're complaining, when you're just putting negativity on other people, I don't know. Have you ever felt like your complaint to someone else has been like really accomplished something and they've really dug in and empathized with you?
It never does. And when you think about it, when you assess it, there's really no positive thing that comes from it.
There's no good outcome.
There's really no good outcome, and people still do it. You know, we were just discussing before we even started recording is that, you know, it definitely doesn't do the other person any good, but more importantly, you do yourself a huge disservice by complaining versus just addressing the issue at hand or trying to resolve it right away.
Yeah, complaining's almost one step away from making an excuse. It's, this happened to me, I'm powerless now, as opposed to reacting to the reality that you're existing in and moving forward and taking charge of your situation.
No, and I agree with Daniel and both you guys. I mean, people complain. It's like, just get it done.
Human nature.
Well, it's like, who cares? Just get it done. Okay, great. You complained. How are you going to fix it? Oh, you don't have an answer? Figure it out. I don't want to hear it.
Undeniable. And when I say no one cares about your complaint, maybe your girlfriend, boyfriend, mom, dad, you can get them to listen and, you know, they'll pat you on the butt and tell you everything's going to be okay.
Oh, they'll sympathize.
Yeah, they'll give you a little something. But really what I mean is the market doesn't care that what you're struggling with is difficult right now.
Right, and you also got to think about it. What are you looking to accomplish ultimately? Do you want validation for your complaint, or do you want the solution to your complaint?
Right.
So if you want validation for whatever purpose, then yeah, go to your mom, go to your sister, or your brother, or whatever.
My mom says I'm always right.
Right. So, and that's not going to bring Billy a solution.
No, it won't. But if you think about it, how many hours do you put in complaining that you could spend towards figuring the solution out?
And that's right. That's the whole point. Is the time that you can get back, you know, and not have to waste by complaining to others, and then also, you know, taking away the time that you can use to actually resolve the issue yourself is just crazy.
Yeah, the take charge mindset's a big, but even simpler. Maybe you're not even thinking about it in a business sense, but if you're complaining all the time, who wants to hang out with you? Who wants to listen to the negative person who's just like...
I know, that's why I don't hang out with Billy anymore. No comment over there. Oh man, he's gonna. Oh boy.
Goran just doesn't like the fun zone over here.
The
so.
fun zone. The fun. All right, that sounds
the fun
good.
zone. He can't handle it. I guess. I don't know.
I'm
It's
just
cool.
kidding. I'm just kidding, everybody. Billy's actually one of the most positive and outgoing people that you just want to be around all the time.
The reason we wanted to bring Billy in is he has questions for me once, twice a week at least. And every time he comes up, there's always some proposed solutions as well. So it's not, this shipment didn't come in or this person didn't do what they said they were going to do. I just want to let you know to try and remove any responsibility from himself. He's like, hey, this was messed up. Even though someone messed it up, I'm taking responsibility for it. Here are 2 solutions. Do you have a preference on which one, or can you think of a third?
Wow.
What a great approach.
That is a freaking from Billy. Billy did this.
Billy does this all the time.
Oh my god! Hey, pat on the back right now.
I wish this was videoed right now so they could see this.
Oh, we can't do it. Our attorney said we can't have you on video.
Why you can't? Why? What kind of a lawsuit for like wide angle lens or what?
I can't even comment.
All right.
We'll let the
there's a lot
audience
of red tape there. Yeah,
we'll let the audience imagination run wild with that one.
Yeah,
it's like, how do you fit through the door?
But it's true, man. Like, you're bumming everyone out with all of your complaining. People don't want to be around you. The positive people in your life, that's the quickest way to scare them away. If someone starts complaining to me all the time about I hate my job. My job's terrible. No, I don't get paid enough. I'm like, all right, well, go get a better job and go make more money. Like,
right, exactly.
You have that choice.
And sometimes it all it takes is you to say that to them. They're like, shit, you're right. Let's do it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I see the potential benefit, where you saying it will get you or jolt you out of that, mind frame, and you're actually going to do something about it. So sometimes when you're stuck, like I said, the person that you say to, hopefully they're of a different mindset. And I'm like, hey, man, forget it. Just move on.
I just find it funny that you'll say that to people and it's like they have an excuse for that. It's like you want to complain, then you're like, okay, great. Like, find a new job. Like, go online, find something different, make a career change. Oh, well, I don't get time. And, it's like, come on, guys. It's like, then stop complaining about it. You want to vent? Tell me if you're going to vent. Tell me you're going to vent and you don't want me to give you any input. Then I can just, halfway zone you out.
And what I think also is very true is, especially with the job complaint that happens, and that's probably number one. Would you guys agree with that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think job, or if you're referring maybe like an employee versus a customer complaint, I mean, customer complaints are just plenty. They either are you're making them to someone else or someone else is making it to you in your workplace.
But I think a lot of people in their workplace who complain about, I hate my job, why does this person have more than me? And it's like, I don't think a lot of people have experienced their job and what their job has to offer. I don't think they've really put in enough to get out something. It's like, if you wanted to play basketball and you went into the gym, shot baskets for 15 minutes and then left, and that was the first time you did it, and you're like, I hate basketball, I suck, right? Basketball is not fun. Well, yeah, you didn't do anything with it. You didn't try. You didn't put any effort forward. So, yeah, if you came into work and you're putting 100% and you got the pedal down to the floor, you're probably not going to have that same experience. If you do, you're going to, then it's time to move on for sure. But even if you're not ready to change careers, try gunning it and just really committing to what you're doing. And then, before you make that determination.
Yeah, I think a lot of times people just underestimate, when they go into complaint mode without actually asking themselves whether or not they've gone through or exhausted all options not to actually voice or put together this complaint about whatever they're doing. So chances are, if you are going through all the things that you can do to, solve your problem or not get to a complaint, it's never going to materialize into a complaint either way.
Well, and honestly, too, like the perfect example for someone that actually like takes the opportunity to like see what their job can offer is Daniel. I mean, I've been here, 3...
Shout out Daniel. Hashtag Daniel Krakowski.
Well, no, I mean, I made it with Dario for over 3 years now? So going on 4, and it's like I've seen agents come and go. I've seen people just expect to get the world out of this, but they don't want to put the time and effort into it. I mean, I remember our old office, and here's Daniel making phone calls, and I'm like, oh my God, this guy's making phone calls again. I can't hear my family guy. It's like you're invading my space. It's like Family Guy to me. It's like
They
listening
gave me
to
an
the
office
radio.
out of necessity.
I can't listen to this guy. But I mean, you put your time into it, and you've been here for how long? How long have you been with VSM again?
Little over a year.
Yeah.
And what is your title now?
Executive Vice President.
There you go.
He stopped complaining. Day one.
Day one.
Poster child living proof right there, Daniel.
Well, thank you for that. That means a lot. But what I think, and when I compare myself to some of the other agents who haven't been as successful, I'm not doing anything more intelligently.
He's not. He's not.
Thank you. Right.
Honesty, right?
Yes, he's not.
It's true. I'm not doing things that are completely different either.
Yeah, you're not
I'm
solving any crazy equations. You're like,
No.
this is what I figured out. It's.
I'm just being
rudimentary
consistent
stuff.
and
Exactly.
not making excuses when things don't go right. Every single thing that can happen, if a transaction's not going right, taking responsibility for it and trying to right it and put it back on the correct path. That's a necessity.
In some cases, maybe this is your mindset. I know, I try to have this mindset as far as, people say failure is not an option. Well, complaining is not an option either.
Ooh, like that. Can that be the title? Complaining is not an option.
Right. You should just, go, you wake up, it's Monday, 6:30 a.m., and you just tell yourself, listen up, complaining is not going to be one of your options today. Just don't do it. It's not a possibility. And if you truly believe it, it's never going to come up. You're gonna be like, wow, I found all these solutions that I never think that I could find.
Right.
Honestly, you just gave me a great idea. We should get a complaint jar for the office. 1 month, no joke. One month. You want to complain? Put $1 in there.
Oh, yeah.
No joke. You can complain, but if you're going to, you're going to pay for it. It may make people think twice before it's like, do I really want to bring this up? Should I figure it out? Do I really want to spend that $1? Put $10 in there. I don't care.
I'm going to start with a barrel and work our way down to a jar. But for right now, we're going to go start with a barrel.
Hey, we got the 5-gallon water buckets out there. We can just turn them upside down.
There you go.
Yeah, that's probably where we need to start, I think. But hopefully this is, empowering people. Because the point is, again, number one, no one cares about your complaint. Number two, it's not getting you anywhere. Number three, I think it's actually a detriment because if you're putting that out, you're just kind of shooting a flare up in the air and waving a flag that's saying, hey, I'm a negative person and I'm not in control of my life. Who wants to spend time with me?
I do.
And then other people who are going to then be coming in and spending time and associating with you are going to be people who are like, hey, I shot the same flare into the air and I'm waving the same flag. I also want to be negative and not do anything to improve my life. Then you're stuck. I think if that's everybody that you don't know any positive people anymore. It's going to take a lot to get you out of there.
I think the fact now that you said it and, hopefully people listen to it and listen for comprehension and realize how much that makes zero sense, they'll just stop doing it.
I think my mom said this, you are the company that you keep.
Yeah.
Your mom made that quote, or
Yep.
Okay?
Well, she at least repeated it to me at some point. Ever since I was a little kid.
Your mom's nice, so we're just gonna go with that your mom made the quote.
I like that. So, we'll end it on one more thing. Gary V. Shout out Gary V. I've been big on his stuff
Gary
lately.
V. What's his handle? Twitter at Gary V. VEE. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah,
that's what it is.
More listening to him than his
podcast or YouTube.
Podcast. Yep.
Podcast
And YouTube.
Okay, I catch it on. So speaking of Gary V, he does his daily V, which is basically his daily vlog, and we do our vlogs not daily, just because it takes a lot of time and effort and work, but. where he is in life, he's able to commit to a daily vlog every single day, 365. And he just eclipsed his, 1 year mark of doing it repeatedly. I'm like, wow, this guy, the intensity, he's definitely got no complaints.
No.
In his brain ever.
He's got gratitude for days. That's a big thing he talks about. But the one thing that he mentioned is, instead of complaining, I think the only time that you could get to complain is if you look around and, research on the internet, everywhere, any source that you can find, the person in your situation. So, maybe, you're an orphan and you lost your leg and, et cetera, et cetera. Find someone else like that. Find the highest level of success that they ever reached. Replicate what they did, and you should be able to get there. If you get to that point and you're still not happy, then you can complain. But until then,
I'm just going
the
to say
responsibility's on you.
don't. Yeah, let's not give anybody any room or slack to complain.
No complainers.
Erase that from your memory.
All right. On that note, we'll shut this one down here.
Thanks
have
again,
a good week.
Thanks again to Billy for showing up.
Billy Tait, working all weekend, all day, every day.
He put a pause on all his work stuff. He's like, "Yo, I got to do this Monday motivation. I got to see what it's all about." And hopefully, are you grateful now that you did it?
I just want to say thank you guys very much for this opportunity.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, everyone.